From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
You know, some things are impossible to do. We got a good fair board. They're working hard. You just got to know when to throw the towel in.
Well, that was Tuesday, and it was decision time Wednesday night, and the towel was indeed thrown in. There will be no Bloomsburg Fair this year. It's the first time in 157 years that the fairgrounds will be empty. No vendors, no animals or rides. Instead, just the devastation left behind by last week's flooding. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, they said no matter what decision they made, it would be the wrong one. But in the end, the Bloomsburg Fair Board of Directors had really no choice but to cancel the event for the first time in 157 years. After a meeting Wednesday night, fair officials emerged from behind closed doors to announce the news no one was hoping for. With the amount of destruction and the possible health risks right now, the board had no other choice. Volunteers and fair workers have band together to try and get the grounds ready, but there's just not enough time. Also saying local law enforcement officials and firefighters are just too tired from the cleanup process, and it would be hard to have them also there to man the fair, which was set to get underway on September 24th. And it's important to add that it wasn't only the fairgrounds hit hard by the flooding disaster. The entire town and surrounding areas were left with destroyed homes and businesses. Some residents lost everything. The American Red Cross is helping Bloomsburg and all of the other areas hit by Tropical Storm Lee. The center for the relief effort is located right here in Greater Hazleton. The Red Cross has turned a warehouse in the Humboldt Industrial Park into its national headquarters. News 13's Christina D'Amato explains how they are providing food and shelter for people displaced by the flood.
1,294 volunteers from every state are helping out those who were affected by the high waters. The nerve center for the American Red Cross in the entire state of Pennsylvania is located in a warehouse in the Humboldt Industrial Park. The operation started to help the victims from Hurricane Irene, and now it's helping thousands hit by last week's floods.
This is our what we call our national headquarters. Whenever there's a disaster that we know is going to cost $10,000 or more, we set up a national headquarters where we bring in people from all chapters from around the state of Pennsylvania, and we fan out all across the country to bring volunteer workers in here to help the chapters that have been affected.
Coordinating everything from 60 vehicles on the road to fundraising and public affairs, from bulk distribution and supplies of pallets of water and cleaning items to even mental health workers and a wellness staff, this hub is booming with activity. Osborne says this place is where all of the disaster workers report to in the morning and come back to at the end of the day. All those boxes of supplies in the warehouse will be used to fill the disaster relief trucks, and then volunteers will go out to the communities that were affected by the flood and distribute the supplies. And they will also hand out some food. Folks from the Southern Baptist Convention of Virginia Disaster Relief Group are the chefs. Today they were cooking up some beans, franks, and corn. We are told that the Red Cross buys the food. This group prepares 7,000 to 8,000 meals a day, and then volunteers from the Red Cross deliver everything to flood victims.
We do it for one purpose. We are all Christians, and we do this to show the love of God through what we do to other people. It's completely at our own expense. We all volunteered for this. And vast majority of us are retired, and this is the way that we spend our retirement years.
It's especially heartwarming when our emergency response vehicle drivers, when our earth drivers come back. And we had a gentleman come yesterday. He was from Connecticut, and he gave me this little note from this little boy who was literally standing on the street. He was like 6 or 7 years old, and he had this note. He knew that the Red Cross was coming to provide meals, and he was waiting for the driver to come, and he had this little note, and he wrote, "Dear Red Cross, thank you, we love you." And he had this little red wristband, it was like this little wristband that he gave to the response driver for the feeding driver. And it was just so sweet. It's that kind of stuff. And people have just been giving us hugs and saying thank you. And, you know, we want to give those back too.
There's 3 other ways to give back as well. You can make a donation to the Red Cross, you can donate blood, or you can volunteer just by contacting your local Red Cross chapter. Christina D'Amato, News 13.
Well, so many are working around the clock to help the thousands of victims recover. And now that the water has receded, the devastation is very clear. Some lost everything, personal belongings, clothes, shoes, and even their homes. Many will have to rebuild from the ground up, and it will be a long road to recovery and a very costly cleanup. Many are pitching in to do their part in healing the wounds, from helping to clear the muck and mud to donating money, clothes, and more. As we told you last night on News 13, we have teamed up with a local church and the city of Hazleton to do our part. Earlier this week, we welcomed two ladies to the set live on News 13, Karen Kowalczyk and Pastor Michelle Kaufman. They both joined us from St. Paul's Lutheran Church to talk about buckets of love. Church members are collecting household items from cleaning products, gloves, buckets, sponges, bleach, basically any products to help clean up the mess. News 13 will be a drop-off site for that collection. You can bring items to News 13 Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. All of the products will be delivered to the church, and Pastor Kaufman, along with congregation members, will deliver the buckets of love to those who need them most. In addition to that collection, News 13 will be your drop-off spot for new and used clothing and socks, especially children's size clothing. We talked with Mayor Joe Yanuzzi yesterday, who reached out to the mayor of Shikshini, an area completely destroyed by the flooding. He offered help, and Mayor Beverly Moore said the residents really need clothes and especially need socks. To support Shikshini, bring new or used clothes right here to News 13 in downtown Hazleton, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Help News 13, SSP TV, St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Mountaintop, and Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi help those who need it most. It's not something we hear about too often, but the words flood insurance have been spoken quite a few times over the last week. It's a policy that many people don't have, but after last week's flood, they wish they did. News 13's Nikki Kreis spoke to one local insurance agent to see who needs it and who should get it.
Flood is a word we've been hearing a lot lately after the devastation in Luzerne and Columbia counties. It's defined as anything with a lot of water. But in the insurance business, flood has two meanings.
Flooding could just mean that, water has seeped through the foundation or backed up through a sewer or anywhere where there's a lot of water. So there are some basic homeowners policies that cover a part of the word flood, if you will. But then there's the real thing of flood insurance, and that has another definition.
Gary McNeilis of Allstate Insurance tells me that flood insurance covers a person when at least 2 acres of land are flooded. It's a policy that one must get separate from regular homeowners insurance. People in the Hazleton area usually don't need it. So who does?
I say that, people don't need flood insurance if they're in a non-flood prone area. However, just in the last couple of weeks, people can dispute that.
If you have a few inches of water in your basement, that probably won't qualify for flood insurance. But there is a coverage available to you through your homeowner's policy.
Typically called water and sewer backup, and it's an additional price. It's not a standard part of the homeowner's contract, and most people do not have it. But for an extra amount of money, it can be added to many insurance policies.
McNeilis says that anyone in doubt should contact their insurance agent. In the community of Hazleton, I'm Nikki Kreis for News 13.
All right, Nikki, thanks so much. Stay tuned because there's much more to come tonight on your community news station. A guest will join me live to talk about some great concerts coming to a stage near you. But first, it was a day of caring as folks from the United Way lent a helping hand to the greater Hazleton community. Stay with us.
It's time for the Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. 4 new movies to tell you about this week. The Disney classic The Lion King is back in theaters, this time in 3D. I Don't Know How She Does It is a movie about a woman who excels at multitasking. The film stars Sarah Jessica Parker. Straw Dogs is about a couple that reconnects in the South, but not without conflict. And finally, Drive stars Ryan Gosling as a Hollywood stuntman who gets into some trouble. For showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 450-7340.
Stay tuned for great local programming all night long right here on SSP TV. At 7 o'clock, it's FunFest coverage. Join News 13 as we recap all of FunFest 2011. 8 o'clock is the Sam Wilson Show. Join Sam as he talks with John Keegan. 8:30 is All Around the Town. Join News 13 SSP TV as we visit local businesses and showcase their products and specialties. It's like shopping from home. If you want to promote your business and share it with our thousands of viewers, call us today at 455-7267. At 9 o'clock, it's Inside Scoop. Political analyst Rick Morelli, Mike DeCosmo, and Dr. Dave Sosha talk politics on a local and a national level. And at 9:30 is another episode of All Around the Town. And don't forget about the rebroadcast of our news at 6, 10, and 11:30.
You're watching News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Baczynski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
At Bucci Laser Vision, our goal is simply to make people see. As a matter of fact, our mission statement is only 5 words. We want to restore, enhance, and preserve vision for our patients.
Experience the freedom of great vision by calling Bucci Laser Vision at 1-877-Dr.
It really is custom vision. He develops a plan made just for you and for your life. And I would not trust my eyes to anyone but Dr. Bucci.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
Well, firefighters and ambulance workers were out in full force Wednesday night, not saving lives, instead learning more about grant money that may be available for training, equipment, and facility upgrades. It was State Representative Tara Toohill who hosted the seminar. For 2.5 hours, the State Fire Commissioner Ed Mann walked the first responders from Greater Hazleton through the process of finding grants and applying for them. Representative Toohill said having the State Fire Commissioner take time out of his busy schedule to stop in Hazleton was an honor.
Well, all of the fire departments have different needs. So sometimes it's for safety apparatus, sometimes it's a new truck that they need. So the fire commissioner is actually going over that, how they can come together with common needs. You know, sometimes now with the economic crisis we're in, it helps to share certain items rather than all trying to get the same items and have too many of them in the area. So we're just very lucky that he came here because they're finding it extremely helpful, and I'm finding it helpful as well.
Toohill also said Commissioner Mann was able to provide the first responders with updates on legislature directed towards all firefighters and EMS workers in Pennsylvania. If a first responder from our area missed the grant seminar, you can call Representative Toohill's office. The number is on your screen. Well, they strive to live united each and every day, and today the United Way of Greater Hazleton kicked off its 2011 campaign. Volunteers from throughout the organization participated in the Day of Caring. As a way to jumpstart the campaign after the kickoff breakfast, some of the area's top companies gave time out of the office to help spruce up some local nonprofits. News 13 stopping by the Greater Hazleton YMYWCA this morning, where we found volunteers cleaning the toys from the center's daycare.
These little things that are getting done are things that the staff really don't have time to do. So we appreciate that so much when they come here and they're cleaning the toys today in the babysitting room, and it's such a big help. United Way is so awesome with helping all these agencies, and to throw in this little bit of extra help is amazing.
When the 26 agencies of the United Way of Greater Hazleton come together, a superpower is created in this community, and we have our heroes every day, but also to have a little fun, we've created our own superhero. That is Captain United, who gets his power from the 26 agencies that help so many people in our community.
And at the start of this morning's meeting, members of the United Way called attention to the nearby flood victims. Our United Way has partnered with the Times Shamrock and other United Ways to support the Red Cross drives. A rainy day here in Hazleton, and we definitely do not need any more wet weather in the area. So hope the clouds will move out of here just in time for the weekend. And they'll do it even before the weekend because we'll see mostly clear skies tonight, low down to 39, sunny skies for your Friday, but cool as you see there. 59 will be our high. We'll check out your forecast for the weekend live at 5:30, but for now, your 5 o'clock weather report brought to you by Valmont Auto Sales, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Stop by or give them a call at 501-2626. And we'll head off to a break, but first we're going to check out your midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. The daily number 165, Big 4, 3710, and Quinto 77786, and Treasure Hunt 6, 14, 16, 24, 25.
Good evening, everyone, and here's your lineup for Friday. Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town, the third annual Run for the Cause. This will be on Saturday, October 15th at the Fuel Fitness on West Front Street in Berwick. It's a 4.5-mile walk-run event. It's a great course, great prizes, great competition, and great food. Download your registration forms at www.runforthecause.com. And the Reptile Lady, she'll be coming to the Butler Township Community Center on Friday, September 16th at 6 p.m. There'll be a 5-foot ball python, corning king snake, tarantulas, kissing cockroaches, and much more. The event is totally free and refreshments will be served. For more information, please call 570-401-9544. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Mildred D. Connor of Brentwood, Tennessee. The funeral will be on Friday at 11 a.m. from the Holy Family Catholic Church. Donald J. Hudson of West Hazleton. The arrangements are incomplete. Will be announced by the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. And Russell Tony Hartman of Freeland. The funeral arrangements will be announced by the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111.
Meet Al D'Alessio and the friendly D'Alessio family of general vending. They're the good guys who make sure you have great coffee service at work. Plus, a full line of vending machines. Everybody loves the honest, dependable, good guys from general vending. On the job with the very best vending and coffee service 24 hours a day. Give them a call, 454-4693. 46 years of good guy service. That's general vending.
I'll tell you of a kingdom from another place and time.
A land where you can go to leave your troubles far behind.
A world of mirth and merriment where magic fills the air. A kingdom called the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. So bring your friends and family and cast away your cares. Let's all of us be merry at the Renaissance Fair.
Discount coupons for participating Burger King locations. Visit PARenfair.com.
Buy right the first time at Independence Toyota. Our summer sizzler sale is going on now. Choose from over 80 pre-owned vehicles in stock starting at just $4,999. Includes complimentary maintenance, 1-year oil changes, and roadside assistance. And remember, if you don't see this on the back of your new Toyota, you probably paid too much. Located on the Airport Beltway across from Walmart Hazleton.
Anyone can make a phone call. What's important is who's on the other end. We've been doing injury law for more than 35 years. It's what we do most. It's what we do best. It's what we do every day. So if you're hurt and want a lawyer who does nothing but injury law every day, there's no reason to call anyone else.
Call Velo Law, Injury Lawyers.
If it's local news you're looking for, News 13 is your community news station. Hazleton Area School District Superintendent Sam Marolo spoke out for the first time about his sudden departure. Marolo talked exclusively with SSP TV about why his time as the head of the district was cut short. Tropical Storm Lee wreaked havoc in northeastern Pennsylvania with rivers and creeks overflowing. News 13 checked out some of the wettest places in the area. And as the rain continued to fall, water got higher and higher in one part of Butler Township, literally trapping folks inside their homes. News 13 was there as rescue workers moved in and began plucking people and their pets from drowning houses. And we kept you informed about the state of emergency and mandatory evacuation of many parts of Luzerne County. News 13 brought you images of what folks were calling the worst flood ever, even worse than Agnes. You just don't want to miss News 13 live at 5 and 5:30 Monday through Friday. And check us out online at ssptv.com.
Hi again, everyone. Our good friend Amelia Bergeron is joining us live tonight to talk about a very, very popular show that's happening as part of the Greater Hazleton Concert Series for this season. And Amelia, this show is, everyone wants to go. This is the original The Letterman. It's not a tribute.
It is not a tribute. It is the original. And I just have to tell our listening audience and viewing audience that I contracted them a year ago, July, and then we were linked to their website. And immediately, within a couple of days, I started getting phone calls for tickets. A year ago, July. Dallas, Texas, because Donovan T. is from Texas, and they have a fan club, and they follow them all over. Michigan, Ohio, Syracuse, Delaware. A woman is attending a conference in Philadelphia this next week, and she is staying an extra day to see them. Wow. Who are the Lettermen? They're Tony Butala, Donovan T., and Bobby Poynton. And as you said and I said, they are the originals. Tony Butala is the founder of the group. And incidentally, he is from Sharon, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
And he also founded the Vocal Hall of Fame out in Sharon. Tony started singing when he was about 7 years old. He ended up as being, by the time he was 8, as a regular on a radio station in Pittsburgh. Then moved on to California to be a part of the famous Mitchell Boys Choir. Mm-hmm. Then he branched off from that, and he took 2 other members with him, and they formed the Foremost. And one of those in the group was a female, and her name was Concetta Ingolia. And Concetta, shortly thereafter, was picked up to be on Hawaiian and her name, we know her as Connie Stevens. Now, you will hear some of the songs that you will hear. That's My Desire, The Way You Look Tonight, Going Out of My Head, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, Put Your Head on My Shoulder, Shangri-La, Smile. And I'm here to tell all you ladies who are watching that they may even go out into the audience and speak and hold hands with certain individuals out there. This is just one exciting performance, and the tickets are going fast. So if you are interested, I suggest that don't wait to come as a walk-in. You may not get in. Right. It's better to call in advance, and I'll put your name on a reserved list, which guarantees your ticket.
Right. Okay. And this is happening next Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The show starts at 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. We still have memberships for sale, and it would behoove anyone. If you're going to attend 3 concerts, you've already paid for your ticket.
Right.
So it would behoove you to consider a membership. The doors to the venue don't open. We can't let people into the auditorium until 7 o'clock because there may be last-minute practicing and last-minute tech needs that have to be done. Okay. So, but at any rate, I would advise you, come early.
Okay, very good. And, Amelia is always so generous to provide us with tickets to give away. And, You know, these tickets are a hot commodity, folks, as she told me. So we are going to give these away tomorrow. So make sure you tune in to News 13 tomorrow, live at 5 or live at 5:30. I'm not even going to tell you what newscast to tune into. Well, we want you to tune in the whole hour, but we're going to give these away at 5:30, and we thank you so much for providing them to us. Amelia, two of our viewers are going to be really happy tomorrow.
My phone number.
Oh, and your phone number, in case you would like tickets. Amelia, how can they call you?
They can call me at 788-4864.
Okay.
And I'll be very happy to take their money.
All right, there it is right there, 788-4864. Very good, and the show is next Thursday at the Hazleton Area High School. Amelia, thanks so much. It's always a joy to have you on, and we'll see you in a couple weeks for the next show.
That's right.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amelia. Well, area theater goers who like to laugh out loud will have their wish granted starting Friday as the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts presents the hilarious comedy Lend Me a Tenor. The show tells the story of chaos at an opera company fundraiser. PTPA's production of Lend Me a Tenor will be on stage at Hazleton's J.J. Ferrara Center on Broad Street in downtown Hazleton, September 16th, 17th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at 7 o'clock, and then September 18th and 25th at 3 o'clock. Right now, you can be the winner of 2 tickets by calling 459-9813. We'll be taking the 3rd and 5th callers for the Live at 5 newscast only. For more information on the shows and all-you-can-eat buffet served before some of those shows, visit ptpashows.org. Well, from a pierogi slapshot contest to eating the great food, judging some great dancers, listening to fabulous music and talented local bands, to walking the famous Fun Fest parade and celebrity tricycle races. News 13 did it all, and tonight at 7 o'clock you can tune in for all the fun. Our Fun Fest 2011 special hits the air, bringing you the sights and sounds of the event. If you didn't make it to Fun Fest this year, it's a great way to see Broad Street filled with thousands of folks looking for some food and fun. Again, News 13's recap of Fun Fest 2011 with yours truly, Nikki Kreis, Christina D'Amato, Gary Perna, and other members of the News 13 staff airs tonight on News 13. You can also catch it on ssptv.com or catch it Friday morning at 11:30 and again at 8. So tonight it's 7, and then the times for tomorrow were right. We had that wrong in the graphic, and we apologize for that. But tune in. You'll enjoy the show. We'll be right back with more local news. News 13 gets the first look at the brand new auditorium at the castle. It's a $1 million project that's finally coming to a close. Also, a fast food restaurant in our area is getting a new look, and some seniors spent the day at the mall shopping for health advice and tips. If you missed any of tonight's newscast, you can catch it online at ssptv.com or on Facebook. And for breaking news as it happens throughout the day, head to the Standard Speaker and Citizens Voice online. All right, we're back in a few, so stay with us.
Is anyone ready when you are? How about your doctor or lawyer, your contractor, husband or kids? Is their time really more valuable than yours? We don't think so. The Wire guys always have time for you. For lighting or standby generator, we're there. Wiring upgrade or renovations, no problem. New appliances or media room, we're ready to hook you up. Call us for an immediate appointment. We won't make you wait, and everything's guaranteed.
The Wire guys!
Everyone knows that it's no fun to spend the holidays alone. At Providence Place, holidays are something to look forward to. Holiday fun, your seasonal food favorites, and social gatherings galore. Beautiful decorations, holiday entertainment, and friends to share the fun. Host your family and friends for a meal or a party just like you used to. Religious services conducted right here in our own chapel. Attend one of our many events during this holiday season. It's what we call the Providence Place lifestyle. Call us to find out more.
Shine and save during Toyota's Model Year Closeout. Find some of the best deals of the year going on now at your Toyota dealer. Save big. Take Camry with 0% APR financing for 5 years. Or lease a Camry with 0 down and 0 due at signing for only $259 a month. Plus now get an additional $500 in Toyota finance cash. And Toyota Care now comes with every new Toyota. Shine and save on the last of the 2011s during Toyota's Model Year Closeout.
Savings of the Green Sale event is now in progress. Experience tomorrow's technology today with Earthwise vinyl windows and doors installed by Just Windows and much, much more. Saving energy daily translates into saving money, and saving Mother Earth for tomorrow's generations of homeowners is priceless. So So take the leap to more eco-friendly homes with an environmentally friendly windows and doors from Just Windows and much, much more.
Ashley, you forgot about free estimates.
Come on, man. Call today for a free estimate. Tell them Ashley sent you.
Howdy. There are commercials running right now that want you to believe that the only way to get your diabetic testing supplies covered by Medicare is to use mail order. Nothing could be further from the truth. At Standard Drug, we'll deliver monitors, strips, lancets, even batteries for your monitor. You'll have no upfront cost. We'll bill Medicare. We'll bill your supplemental. Why, you'll even save the cost of a postage stamp. Standard Drug, your headquarters for diabetic supplies.
For the past 9 years, I've been providing Hazleton personal, accurate, and immediate radiologic services. I'm Dr. Steve Reinhouse, board-certified radiologist at Reinhouse Radiology. Recently, I relocated from my former facility to open this new center because I was unwilling to compromise my service to you. Here at Reinhouse Radiology, I strive, along with my talented staff, to provide you with absolute best in diagnostic imaging services. So when results matter, be sure. Request Reinhouse Radiology.
News 13 got a backstage pass to see the almost complete auditorium at the castle. The finishing touches are being put in place, and soon the seats will be filled and the stage adorned by some talented individuals.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hey again, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, we will head to the castle in a bit, but first, a disturbing story coming out of the city of Hazleton. A mom arrested after doctors found her 13-month-old had multiple broken bones. This is Maria Tula, who lives on Alter Street in the city. Police took her into custody today in Wilkes-Barre. Now, there was a felony warrant out for her arrest. The charge, endangering the welfare of her child. The investigation started about a year ago when Tula took her 13-month-old to Geisinger. The doctor found the child had 4 broken bones in different parts of the body, and all were at different stages of healing. Investigators tell us the baby was in pain from the injuries. Tests were conducted to make sure the baby was not suffering from some type of genetic defect, disease, or illness. All tests came back negative, making it evident that the child was abused. Tula is not in jail tonight after Judge Sharkey slapped her with unsecured bail of $10,000. The baby and Tula's other child are both safe tonight in the custody of Children and Youth. It's been in the works for several years now, but the Castle Auditorium project is almost complete. The Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center inside the Hazleton Elementary School will be enjoyed by people from all over the area. News 13 was given a backstage pass today for a sneak peek at all of the renovations. Take a look at the auditorium. Lights were being hung above the stage and the sound system was being tested. We are told that there's still more work to be done on the finishing touches, but the Performing Arts Center is close to completion. Today, Hazleton Area School Director Steve Hahn showed News 13 around the state-of-the-art auditorium, from the stage to the balcony and the loading dock. Hahn says everything will be ready for a grand opening in October for an event called Raise the Curtain. Hahn explains how the project has evolved.
When the school was refurbished, they ran out of money and weren't able to finish this area. So we did a small borrowing, and the school district finished off the auditorium part of it by painting the walls and doing those types of things. It was probably about $1.5 million. That would have been the extent of the work if it wasn't for the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center committee going out and raising money through grants and private donations and fundraising of different sorts. We're adding about $2.5 million extra dollars into the project, which will be used to buy upgraded sound system and state-of-the-art sound system, lighting systems, curtain systems, battens, things of that sort, lights. So we've done a lot of other work to make this truly a performing arts center for the community.
Now, Hahn says the Performing Arts Center Committee wants to make the auditorium available to the community so dance companies and bands can use it. They would also like to showcase movies and bring in big entertainment acts. But Hahn says it'll also benefit students at the school. The Performing Arts Center Committee will be sponsoring shows for all of the kids. Staying in the school district, we heard from school board members this week about their reasons for removing Sam Marolo from his position in the Hazleton Area School District. But what sparked his departure. Was it comments he made supporting the purchase of the Bishop Hafey building and not the Can Do building in Drums? News 13 asked that question to board members at a special forum at the Standard Speaker. School director Dr. Bob Childs tells us that Marolo's comments on those buildings were the last straw, but not his position on either building. Childs says it was what he said at a public hearing that bothered board members.
What he said was factually inaccurate. In other words, he fabricated a story, we have. I mean, this is not an equivocal type of statement that I'm making. We have the data that says he made up a story, and he told it to the board that night. That would be the 26th of May, the night that we had a Plan Con C hearing on the Can Do building. And he told the public at the same time. We all got exposed to it. That was absolutely. We found that the statement was just absolutely false. It was not accurate at all.
I think the other thing that needs to be looked at is which stance of Mr. Marolo, because the day before the Act 34 hearing, Mr. Marolo was on SSP TV talking about how wonderful the Can Do building was. It was the best and lowest cost option, for our students and for our taxpayers. And within 24 hours, he had completely changed his mind. Now, I would like to know, why did he change his mind within 24 hours?
Well, we'll bring you more on the Can Do building on Friday. How many times was the purchase discussed in front of the public? And were there studies done comparing the Can Do building with Bishop Hafey? News 13 finds out. It was all about the seniors today as a free event was held at the Laurel Mall by State Representative Tara Toohill. The state rep hosted her first annual Senior Expo as a way to give back to the senior citizens of the greater Hazleton area. More than 70 vendors, state-related agencies, and healthcare providers were there for the seniors to visit. Free blood and sugar screenings were available, as well as insurance and medical information.
As their state representative, I'm honored to serve this community, and we have a very aging population. We have so many seniors that have hit a lot of hard times, so it's good to be here for them. Today's all about helping them.
The Department of Veterans Affairs Mobile Veterans Center was also parked outside the mall today. Toohill tells us the event was very successful, and she hopes to hold it every year. First McDonald's and now Burger King. The Hazel Township fast food restaurant is getting a makeover. Work got started on Monday to bring the look of the building to Burger King 2020. While work is performed on that restaurant, which should take about 6 weeks, it will remain open. Some of the new features to look for is a new menu for the drive-thru, new bathrooms, and the booths and tables will be brand new as well. Good news for the little ones who like to eat at Burger King and then play a little. The Playland will remain as well. We're told the new Burger King will also create more jobs for the area. And speaking of beautifying businesses, some awards were given out to those who went above and beyond, making their workplaces shine. Can Do held its 4th annual Curb Appeal Awards to honor its businesses in 3 industrial parks and corporate center. Several different businesses received the awards, meaning their companies were all kept and eye-catching.
It's great to have a representation from the businesses from all the industrial parks and the corporate Can Do Center.
What was the reaction been to some of the people who got the awards this evening?
They're overwhelmed, especially our overall winner, which was First Quality Non-Woven. They were a little stunned to see that they won the overall award for this year.
This is the 3rd year that we've hosted the awards. This is the 1st year that we've been a recipient of the awards. So it's certainly an excellent a show of appreciation for the facility that we have here, as well as all the hard work that our associates do put into achieving something of that nature.
All of the award recipients seem pleased, and Can Do officials say it's a great incentive to make workplaces beautiful inside and out. Congratulations to those businesses. Coming up live at 5:30, it's been put on hold again. Find out when a former state senator will go to court. And they are taking back their plea agreements and want to go to trial. Is it because their co-defendant was found not guilty of murder? We have more on the men accused of the murder of a man from Shenandoah.
You're watching News 13 with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Woo! Burgers are done. Pass the buns.
Not in my house! Yeah!
football season.
And great deals are waiting for you at Berger Mazda. Like a new Mazda 3i Sport Sedan starting at $16,990. Plus, we'll pay more for your trade guaranteed. Just off I-81 exit 145 Hazleton. Since 1921. Drive with experience.
For all of your eye care needs, including routine, medical, surgical eye care, glasses or contact lenses, visit Dr. Thomas Gislin at Hazleton Eye Specialists. Ask about the 7-minute, no needle, no stitch, no patch cataract surgery, and LASIK and multi-lex procedures. We do diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases, including glaucoma and dry eye syndrome. Dr. Gislin and his associates, Dr. Alexandria Wozmansky and Dr. Frank A. Bucci Jr., provide the highest level of medical and surgical eye care available, with eye care for all ages. Hazleton Eye Specialists, on the Airport Beltway in the Franklin Corporate Center.
When it comes to all of your grocery needs, shop Boyer's Food Markets at 2 locations, 15th Street in Hazleton and South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Here are this week's specials. Every weekend, look in our hot food area for wings, tenders, and other party favorites. Don't forget about our gift cards and our senior citizens discounts. We also have double coupons every day. You can also go to BoyersFood.com for our weekly circular, monthly super specials, and much more. It's all at Boyer's Food Markets in Hazleton and McAdoo.
Freeland Senior Apartments, independent living at affordable prices for seniors and persons with disabilities. Affordable one-bedroom apartments to fit your needs, wall-to-wall carpeting, community room, on-site laundry and security system, free prescription delivery, and pets are welcome. Within walking distance of pharmacies, healthcare providers, restaurants, and more. Come visit us, 403 Ridge Street in Freeland, or call 570-636-2537.
Sciatica is defined as pain that radiates from the lower back and is caused by the irritation of the sciatic nerves. Sciatica can cause tremendous pain and normal daily activities become almost impossible. Chiropractic care works on correcting or removing the pressure placed on the sciatic nerve and reducing pain. To see if chiropractic care may be able to help you, give Dr. Joe Bafeel at the Feel Family Chiropractic a call today, 570-788-3737.
If you struggle with obesity, you know how difficult life can be, but there is help. The fully accredited Northeast Bariatric Center offers 3 surgical alternatives for weight loss, including the newest, minimally invasive sleeve procedure.
Improve your health and enjoy quality time with your family and friends. Just visit our website for more information or to check dates and times for our monthly informational session. You have a lot to gain by losing.
Former State Senator Rafael Musto is suffering from some sort of health issue at the moment, and that's the reason his corruption trial has been put on hold yet again, this time to next year. It's now set to start February 1st. The trial was supposed to start in November. Musto was indicted last November on corruption charges. The government alleged the 82-year-old lawmaker accepted $35,000 in free home renovations in return for supporting taxpayer dollars for funding a development project in his district. It's also alleged he took an additional $3,000 in cash from a government official as reward for steering state environmental grants to his agency. No additional information was given regarding the health issues Musto is now dealing with. Now to another corruption case coming out of Luzerne County. A former county employee has pleaded guilty to stealing over $3,000 from the prothonotari's office. Pamela Yannick of Hazleton must pay back the money along with almost $8,000 to cover the cost of an audit. Yannick was charged by county detectives after receiving information that a problem existed in the prothonotari's West Hazleton office. Investigators said she took money through a processing fee collected from people who applied for passports from January 2008 to December of 2009. She will be sentenced on November 8th and faces up to 14 years in jail. Anthony Klatch II, who is charged with stealing more than $2.3 million from investors, entered a not guilty plea in the United States District Court of Southern District of Alabama. That happened earlier this month. According to an article in today's Standard Speaker, he was arraigned after a federal grand jury indicted him over a hedge fund he founded with his partner Tim Sullivan. Klatch pled not guilty to 18 counts filed against him, according to an online court database. Now, a probation conference is scheduled for next Tuesday, a pretrial conference for October 11th, and jury selection for October 31st. The indictment alleges Klatch solicited people to invest in the fund by providing them with money that contained misrepresentations and misleading omissions. Klatch was last known to live in Center Valley. His mother resides in Sugarloaf. All right, they admitted their roles in the murder of a Shenandoah man last year, but now Damon Ennett and Jamal Oliveri want to go to trial. Ennett of Freeland and Oliveri of Reading told the judge they are taking back their plea agreements and would like to stand trial. The two face life in prison if convicted. Their co-defendant, Julius Eno of Reading, was found not guilty of murder a few weeks ago. Ennett and Oliveri both testified against him. The men are accused of the 2010 murder of Bruce Forker. Prosecutors said Ennett remained outside Forker's home in a getaway car while Oliveri and Eno went inside and murdered the man while his girlfriend and children were inside as well. The two are not expected to be tried together, and no trial dates have been set. Stay tuned. There's much more still to come tonight. Live at 5:30. Freddie V's up next with local sports. Was it a washout for the Cougars once again? We will have that answer next, along with your full forecast. Lots of rain and chilly temps today. Mother Nature is getting ready for fall. Stay tuned.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you will have 13 minutes to call in and win a free pay-per-view movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Denise Makeley of Freeland. Denise, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
No one plans to be hurt. I'm attorney Conrad Falvello, and I have yet to meet anyone who would trade their health for money. But if you've had your livelihood taken away by someone else, don't kid yourself. No one's going to hand you a check. At Falvello Law, injury law is what we do every day. It's the only thing we do every day.
Falvello Law, injury lawyers.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
A little bump of the road with the weather. Kind of put a damper on a lot of the activities today, but yesterday was just fine. Perfect day, as a matter of fact, for the middle of September. And we got a couple of wins, including a nice one for the girls' field hockey team at Hazleton Area High School. There it is. It took overtime, but the Lady Cougars outlasted Myers yesterday. 4-3, the final in overtime. And just take a look. Selena and Kayla Garzio. You get the Garzio sisters together, and I'm telling you, they're as fine a field hockey players as we've ever had here in the greater Hazleton area. They scored all of the goals yesterday, so pretty nice day there. In a way, it was Garzio's 4, Myers 3, but the Lady Cougars will take it any way they can. Meanwhile, golf action, Wyoming Seminary, they skipped past Hazleton Area, but Hazleton Area had better scores than Lake Lehman. So it was a split for the Cougars. Wyoming Seminary gets the 2 wins. Now, they normally don't do that in the Wyoming Valley Conference, but this was due to cancellations from last week's flooding. So that's the way it goes down. Matt Adashevsky was high honors for this one. He shot a 43 over the 9 holes. In tennis, Hazleton Area had no trouble putting away Hanover Area as Amanda Plisko led the way for Amber Corrado's gang. And in soccer, Tunkhannock beats up on MMI, 12-3, the final there. Now, tennis action today is off the boards. The Dallas Mountaineers, Lady Mountaineers, actually were to come to town, take on the Lady Cougars, but that'll be postponed. And boy, I'll tell you, tennis is becoming a mess like everything else because they lost basically a week, and now you put another day behind you. So they'll make them up somewhere along the line. Volleyball will not be a problem because it's Marion at Nativity, Hanover at MMI. In water polo, Mechanicsburg in town to take on the Lady Cougars. And Cougars Golf, Hazleton area, Crestwood. They're telling us they're trying to get that one in Lake Lehman and MMI. To the minors and majors, here's what we've got. Last night, Frederick evened up the Carolina League playoffs with Kinston 3-2. Kyle Landis, he pitched 2 innings, gave up a couple of runs. Meanwhile, Columbus, 4-1 winners over the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, so that series is now knotted up. Today, Columbus, Lehigh Valley do it again, same with Frederick and Kinston. In the major leagues, well, the Tampa Bay Rays pulled within 3 of the Red Sox, and now they've lost 2 out of 3 to the Orioles. Matt Wieters did them in again. Final, Orioles 6, Rays 2. The Rays will now move on to Fenway Park for a 4-game series. It begins tonight, and it's a must that they win 3 out of 4 there. A sweep would be nice, but is that practical? Well, we'll find out. Meanwhile, National League, Mets are hosting Washington, Florida, and the Phils. The first game over, now they'll get set for the second part of the day-night doubleheader. Pittsburgh and the Dodgers, the Yankees are off. They'll be in Toronto tomorrow. It's all been brought to you by our friends at Bottlenecks. And tonight, you look to Bottlenecks, and it's Little Neck Clam Night. You can get all the delicious clams you want, $9.95. They have the peel and eat shrimp too. So you can get it all. It's Bottlenecks, great place to be, and they sponsor us each and every night right here on SSP TV.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new tasty reason to stop by. Brand new fire-grilled ribs. A half rack of meaty, fall-off-the-bone St. Louis-style spare ribs, fire-grilled to perfection. And the best night to give them a try is Thursday for Rack 'em Up Rib Night, featuring the delicious ribs served with bottomless fries for only $9.95. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
Living with an advanced illness affects the patient and the people who care for them, leaving everyone involved needing comfort and care. With Hospice of the Sacred Heart, you are not alone, and our early involvement can add quality to your life and life to your days. We are experts in treating pain and symptoms, offering a team approach, providing the choice to live your life with dignity. Call 706-2400 for more information or visit our website at hospicesacredheart.org.
When it comes to your health, you need to put your trust in a team of experienced professionals. Mountain City Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, an Extendicare facility, has one goal in mind: helping people live better. Short-term rehabilitation is our business. Mountain City offers you a chance to recover on our STAR unit, a short-term unit for patients who need some rehab before going home. We provide dedicated nursing and therapy services and offer you a personalized plan of recovery through our evidence-based recovery track programming.
Mountain City helps me live better.
I'll tell you of a kingdom from another place and time.
A land where you can go to leave your troubles far behind.
A world of mirth and merriment where magic fills the air. A kingdom called the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. So bring your friends and family and cast away your cares. Let's all of us be merry at the Renaissance Fair.
Discount coupons for participating Burger King locations. Visit PARenfair.com.
The top of the 80s is now serving Sunday breakfast from 8 to 12. Stop in this Sunday for these delicious morning meals.
It's time for the Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10, just outside the Laurel Mall. 4 new movies to tell you about this week. The Disney classic The Lion King is back in theaters, this time in 3D. I Don't Know How She Does It is a movie about a woman who excels at multitasking. The film stars Sarah Jessica Parker. Straw Dogs is about a couple that reconnects in the South, but not without conflict. And finally, Drive stars Ryan Gosling as a Hollywood stuntman who gets into some trouble. For showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 450-7340.
We had been seeing a lot of sunshine here in Greater Hazleton, but not today. The rain came off and rained throughout the day. Let's take a look at what we can expect for tonight. A little tongue-tied there. I'll get it out. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low of 39 degrees. Close those windows and bundle up. All right. Here's your 4-day outlook taking you right through your weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sunny skies. The clouds are out of here for a while. 59 will be your high on Friday, dipping down to 36. We'll see sunny skies Saturday. 58 will be your high. 38 degrees for your low. Sunday, sunny skies once again. 65 here in Greater Hazleton. And we're going to have a little bit of a warmer night, 45. And then on Monday, when we return back to work, we'll see mostly sunny skies. 68 degrees, almost hitting that 70-degree mark again. And we'll see the temp with a low of 47. Forecast tonight brought to you by our good friends at the Lazy Dog Salon. Dog and cat grooming, North Broad Street, West Hazleton. Give a call today to make your furry friend an appointment, 459-0310. Here is one of Lazy Dog's furry friends. She is a client there. Lulu is a Morkie, and she is so adorable. I love her. All right, if you want your pup to look like Lulu, 459-0310. Well, family took center stage in Weatherly last night as residents of Heritage Hill invited those closest to them to a friends and family picnic. Staff, residents, and family members came together for the big event, which was held at the senior living facility. The highlight of the night was the food, of course. It was a pig roast. Food was made by Heritage Hill staff, while family members provided homemade desserts. There were also a lot of fun activities.
We had a photo booth set up for our residents and their families so they can either put goofy costumes on and enjoy themselves with their families and get some pictures taken down the road. We also had face painting and tattoos, temporary tattoos for the children. We had book signings from a different artist that came in from a Christian school.
It was the first time an event like this was held at Heritage Hill, but organizers tell News 13 they hope to continue it every year because everyone seemed to have a great time. And it was all about family at McCann School of Business and Technology as well. The school held its Student Appreciation Day on Wednesday. Along with it, they remembered the 10th anniversary of September 11th, 2001. Students and faculty were selling T-shirts, and all proceeds will go to the Hazel Township Fire and Rescue Company. There were a lot of fun things to do at the event.
We have some food for our students, we have face painting, we have some lollipop games, bouncy for the kids, and we do this every quarter for our students and their families.
They had nice sunny weather for the Student Appreciation Day celebration. Seems like everybody had a good time, all for a great cause. That will do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. If you'd like to catch this newscast again, you can tune in tonight or even tomorrow morning. And don't forget, we're always on at ssptv.com. So on behalf of all of us here on News 13, we'll be back here same place, same time tomorrow. TGIF. Have a safe and great night, everyone. Good night.
At Slusser Law, we know accidents don't always happen between 9 and 5. That's why our lawyers are available around the clock to give you advice if someone you love has been injured or killed in an accident. It's important to protect your rights. I'm attorney Chris Slusser. Call us. We'll be there.
Look for great ways to save every day at Boyer's Food Markets, 999 West 15th Street in Hazleton and 318 South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Double coupons every day, only at Boyer's Food Markets.